Oh, it's LaserDisc time. Where I sit around, drink beer, and watch a LaserDisc. Finally, it's LaserDisc time. Where I kick back with the beer, spin a LaserDisc. Few good men, House Party 2, Mrs. Doubtfire and Turbulence, Highlander 2, X-Files, Garth Brooks, and the True Lies. Well, hello, it's LaserDisc time. Where we sit around, drink beer, and watch a LaserDisc. Finally, it's LaserDisc time. Oh, where I sit down, drink a LaserDisc, and watch some beer.
Donovan Frost here for LaserRot with a very, very special guest, DJ Dr. Chef Esquire.
Yep, that's me with that I haven't made a putt all day look on my face. I'm sure you've experienced that also. Frustrating when you can't make a putt. Happiest moment of your life? When you can.
I'll do a great start. Well, the best LaserRot start out like dog shit, so we're onto a good start here.
Here.
Yeah.
Here.
So we're reviewing a film that needs no introduction. Maybe.
Everyone's childhood favorite.
We all know about Lee Trevino.
Lee Trevino, the putt master.
There we go. Produced and directed by Don R. Schwab, the dude who takes care of your taxes.
He teaches you how to putt for dough, how to read greens, how to make greens. Is that your beer over there?
It is now.
It's dormant Bermuda. So if you're playing a golf course with grass this color, you better get another membership because you're going broke. Believe me, you shouldn't be putting.
So we're both avid golfers of the video variety, as you can tell from my Arnold Palmer jacket and Buddy's hat.
You're saying, hey, I'm a pretty good putter. Oh yeah, you're a good putter. You're a good putter at home.
It all comes down to two things, which is it's all about the grip and all about having your hand a certain way, I think, is what we learned today.
I think that's also the grip.
And it's not because he's a great putter, it's because he's able to read the green.
It's all about the grip and it's all about the green.
And back onto the green, the grass was the biggest takeaway from that tutorial, I think, that Lee showed me. I learned more about Lee Trevino's landscaping techniques than I did about his golfing techniques.
Lee Trevino, though, he's a smart guy and he's a good-hearted guy. He's a warm presence, and he'll teach you how to keep an eye out for those yips. 100% of the time.
Okay? Is this the way you guys do it? Maybe this way. No, maybe it's this way.
America's had its fair share of yips, that's for sure.
No,
You got an unopened beer right here.
We got two stacks going. I don't need to worry about where my beer is. It's right here. I'm not even going to fucking review this. I'm going to drink this whole one on stage before I give it a review. It's fucking ice warm, too. That's the best part. Love
ice warm.
Fucking garage cold beer.
Just
nice and
as
fizzy.
warm as
Look at
ice.
that fizz. Fucking nice. Pour it on the ground. Fuck the ground. What do we got here? But Lee Trevino's putting can that I found in the woods and behind my house. That's right. He would come to my house. It was the fucking weirdest thing. I didn't live here, but he would putt off of this can, and a few times he fucked up, as you can see why it's crushed. But yeah,
Lee Trevino just wants what's best for everyone's score.
Yeah.
He wants to see some of those bogeys turn into birdies ASAP. And with his putting tools and tips and tricks, he will make you the absolute biggest pro in your country club, no question.
A friend of mine one time designed a deal on top of your head, so if your head moved, it beeped. Okay? We're going to take a break now. We're going to be back in a moment.
One thing that I love the most about it is like we were watching it, and I was like, Lee has gotta like have like some momentum before all of this, because like this is his crowning achievement. And what was Lee like in the 70s, 60s, and he did a lot of commercials.
That's true.
And that was, I wish I had known that earlier, but I didn't because I wasn't alive in the 70s.
Yeah, this was our sort of introduction to Trevino. Outside of my already previously owning a little video game called Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf for the NES.
Do we have that on set?
I can go grab it from the backstage real fast.
We'll hit pause real quick and see what pops in.
You get back into your stance. This will give you some acceleration. Ball starts out way to the right, comes to the left. Ooh! Let me show you again. You're not making this putt.
Oh, fuck!
You shouldn't be putting.
That Lee, he's a card.
Oh,
He's a character.
man. Every time I see Lee, I'm like, what is he going to say next?
You never know.
He never fucking
You
knows what
never
he's going to
know.
say.
Lee Trevino's golf and truck tips.
1. The best-selling compact trucks in America are Toyotas.
2. Toyota owners are the most satisfied compact truck owners in America.
3. Toyota prices start as low as $62.98. 4. There are over 30 Toyota models to choose from.
Hey, Lee, what about the golf clubs?
5. Never bet against a guy who can do this. Who could ask for anything more? Toyota.
So one thing he did not have any say in was this little present we had popped in.
This is Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf, something
Yeah.
I've owned for probably about 3-4 years and just tried today after watching Lee Trevino's Putt for Dough, see if his pointers would help me out.
And
They
what
did
was our
not.
take? Did not.
They did
help.
not, yeah. I mean, we did a little bit of struggling on that green. There were a lot of triple bogey type scenarios going on there, but I don't think that's on Lee. I think that's on us, and that's on probably the NES. But yeah, Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf, Lee Trevino's Putt for Dough, any part of Trevino that you could get in your life, I recommend. The Supermax, as all of his friends call him, but we're all his friends. Supermax has brought a lot into the world. He's brought a lot into the world of golf, but also just the world of the world. He's brought his commercials, he's brought his good spirits, he's brought 6 children. The man has had...
Who's the man?
Lee Trevino.
If I say Trevino 2 more times, that's 46 Trevinos in this fucked up rhyme.
You wanna put me like an animal?
So we're just missing like the third like piece of the Triforce here, and then like Lee Trevino will appear or whatever. So what could the third piece be?
You would have thought it was the ancient...
They haven't touched yet. We'll touch them together here in a minute.
Touch tips on all 3 of them.
We're just crossing streams here with Lee Trevines. I love special interest stuff, and I know you do too. Which
Yeah,
I feel like
100%.
this was a great joint venture. How much of it did you sleep through?
I was going in and out.
I guess it's Putt for Dough. That makes sense. That tracks. The dough's on there. He is on the whatever dough bill we're choosing here. So we'll say it's a $500 bill. And I mean, there wasn't really. I thought it was a there's some gambling options or something, but there wasn't really much about dough.
I think it's just if you win, you might win the cup. You might win that big trophy.
Do you think any of those old people were going to win anything?
I think they might
Bingo.
win something.
Bingo.
True. But Lee Trevino, he was a great champion, and I'd like to wish congratulations to Lee Trevino for his whole career, and he's still
Cheers
kicking.
to Lee.
82 years old. Here's to you, Lee. I hope you like this episode.
Oh, we just cursed him. We're going to touch all the parts together real quick.
You know, Tenacious D actually wrote a song about Lee Trevino.
Oh yeah, I've
Famously.
had a friend named Lee. He was a friend indeed.
how are you feeling about this beer? I know we haven't put it in glass proper yet. But
Yeah, well,
thus far, how you feeling about it?
feeling good about it. Let's pour it in a glass. The great part is we're just drinking tonight, like most nights.
19th hole glasses. Shout out Alpha Chrome Yayo, who has an album of the same name about the green. I'm sure he was inspired at least a little bit down the road by Lee Trevino. Got a good aroma now that we've got it out of the can. I'll give it
So, this is a beer that was like one of the first, like, I guess, kind of macro, kind of like micro breweries. Fall City. They like existed in the 70s. They famously made, they brewed Billy Beer, the brother of Jimmy Carter, and went underwater and came back. So if you're ever in the city of Louisville, you'll see a lot of Fall City stuff. And the stuff that you see posted up throughout the city is the original signage. The stuff that they make now is this right here. And honestly, I fucking love the brewery. Every time I've been there, it's always been super low-key.
Lee, I've been having trouble with the yips lately. What can I do about it?
Well, yips are... Woo. Yips, you get to jumping around a little bit. Too much caffeine, believe me. That's what it is, too much caffeine. No, you know, that's a common thing with the yips. And you know, that comes from confidence.
And that is a fine Pilsner.
It's smooth.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's smooth. The best part about Pilsners is you can be out on the fucking green.
True.
For weeks at a time with this shit. You don't need food.
Step away from the wife, get a little time.
Bye.
Connect yourself and correct yourself and collect yourself.
Collect, connect, correct, and make sure you fucking hit it in that damn fucking hole, or else you're gonna get a lot of trouble. I like that it is one of the smoother Pilsners I've had.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's still crispy, but it's not
Smooth and
overly crispy. Just pulling Trevino back up for a second.
We gotta go on the backside of this, because Trevino is rocking these pants for the whole movie, and I am stunned that like he can fit that whole package in there. Look at that.
Yeah, Trevino, he is a sharp-dressed man, you could say. Maybe if you were being polite. I'm crazy about Trevino, that's no question. Me and Trevino, I mean...
Look at that. He's like, look at how wide my fucking... the original Jinko owner and proprietor.
They're originally called Trevinkos, little known facts.
And that's the reason for it.
That's the thing about Superbex. I'm a man of limited resources and limited funds. I might not normally feel comfortable in the country club environment, but
who does?
This man here, old Lee Trevino, he can make me feel welcome anywhere. He's just got that spirit to him. He's basically the Santa Claus of golf, is how I'd put it. And he'll get that ball in the hole just like he's getting presents under your tree.
Lee Trevino for Santa Claus, I guess. So, we'll touch on the transfer. I am not being hyperbolic when I'm saying this is one of the best transfers of any lasers I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's a good picture.
It was very smooth. It was incredibly sharp. It was so fucking sharp that you could see Lee Trevino's right arm's tattoo that said "and one" on it. And
that was said "and." I don't know if that's his wife or one of his 6 children, but
it may have said "and." I think it has faded. He's older, but it was that clear.
Yeah, you can make everything out. The wrinkles on his forehead, the wrinkles in the crease of his smile.
And what you're seeing, and I'm sure you know this, so we'll do a refresher, I guess. I capture directly, not from a capture device. I go from screen to fucking camera. So I want everyone to know what you're seeing is the LaserDisc popped right into that camera, so it looks even worse to you. So
it's true.
This is nothing that like...
There's just no way to fully experience it without grabbing yourself Lee Trevino's Putt for Dough on...
Any questions?
Grip tight, medium, or loose?
Well,
so yeah, transfer. I don't know what my highest transfer rating is. I'm gonna give this a 9.8 out of 10. So Fall City, it is a Pilsner lager. Let's We'll do a nice pour on that.
Yeah, right into that 19th hole.
Creamy pour, super fucking smooth, and I think it's like appropriate that we're kind of drinking a little warmer because normally like lagers are served super fucking cold, and I think that they need time to kind of open up, warm up a little bit.
This feels like you're out on the green on a sunny day.
It fucking does.
And the
like,
sun is hit.
You're warm out there, and you're like, hey, this is a little colder than the fucking pond water I'm golfing next to, so this is very refreshing.
Pull your Fall City out of the fridge, set it down for like 30 minutes, come back.
Walk
later.
away, fucking mow the yard, hit the green, fucking maybe hit your kids. Who cares?
Well, Lee says himself, you don't have to just putt
You
on
don't.
the green.
You
You can
don't.
putt at home, you can putt in the
In
office.
the office.
Because, you know,
Creamy. Smells like a lager.
there's nothing I'd complain about it.
It's got some hops popping in. It's a little fizzy. Like a little, not carbonation exactly, just like a little
Tickles the tongue a bit.
tickles the tongue, like it sticks around. And then it pops away. It knows you're busy. You need to focus like on your putting. And that's what it does great.
It's there to tickle your tongue when you're on the fairway.
Yeah.
And it's there to go down smooth once you're on the green. So what's your rating, bud?
I'm gonna have to give it a 7.2 out of 10.
7.2. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to go all the way up to a 7.5. I'm going to go with a 7.5. Just to give it a little extra bump because I really don't have. It's honestly a pretty standard beer, but I don't mean that as a slight. I really mean it as a compliment. It's what you want. It's a crispy boy that you can get when you're with your buddies on the green and just relax, unwind, kick back, do a little putting, do a little reflecting, and say a little thank you to Lee Trevino, our friend. Now, what rating do you give to the main event? Lee Trevino's Putt for Dough, produced and directed by Don R. Schwab, and How to Read Greens.
We're gonna cock tease this real hot, fast, and ready because we gotta talk about something that's a little to your right. That's smaller and in a different format.
Oh, are we talking? We bringing back Lee Trevino's
Yeah.
Fighting Golf?
Oh, fucking shit, yeah. It's a rare event where we have a combination LaserRot with video game.
And it's a combination Nintendo and SNK. Don't need the Neo Geo, just hop on the NES.
Nope, you don't. You do not.
That said, I didn't really love Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. I'm glad that Superbex is a pickable character under the name Superbex.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But it was probably worth it for the time. Might be a little way to switch it up from the very similar NES Open Tournament Golf.
Yeah.
But these days, when you've got Neo Turf Masters on the pretty much all platforms these days, and you've got your Mario Golfs and your Kirby's Dream Courses for a little variety. I don't know. I have a little trouble revisiting Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf too often, but it's worth at least one visit for a little piece of history, and it is worth revisiting Lee Trevino's Putt for Dough. I'll be back on that tape at the end, as he said. Pop your tape back in.
Pop it back in. And
Put it
that's
back
what
in
I
your
think
brain.
that he wanted with the game. He was personally involved in it. He actually was, he started coding and assembly, I think in like the 50s, because he was in the Korean War,
Right.
and he actually, his left arm was paralyzed briefly. Luckily,
Man's
with
hero.
like modern science, he came back and he was like, I'm gonna learn how to code and assembly. So he worked for years and years and years. He's like, I don't trust Atari yet. I don't trust Atari. Nintendo.
They couldn't
I don't
capture his
know
vision.
yet. I don't know about Nintendo. And then he saw something, Max 330 Mega, I think is what they called it.
Yeah,
And
little something by the name, the letters. Of
yeah.
S-Id.
I'll read it now. Endorsed by the U.S. National Video Game Team. What the
That
fuck
is a big
that?
endorsement.
What
That
the
is a
fuck
big
is that
endorsement.
team?
I think I noticed that, and that's why I bought it 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, shit.
But I had forgotten that until that very moment, so way to point that out. And of course, it does have the Nintendo seal of quality. I'm going to give B a harsh rating.
Yeah.
I didn't give my all to Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf.
To be fair, we were stuck in a weird technological failure I'm gonna abstain from a rating, but if I was gonna give it a rating, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. But I'm abstaining. I'm pleading the fifth on the actual rating.
Fair enough.
But 9 out of 10 in my experience. So
I'm gonna give it
more to come there.
I'm gonna give it a pie out of 10, a 3.14, which sounds like an insult, but
yeah,
how many things can you calculate without pi?
Yeah, a lot of numbers after the dots. Change the battery pack? Fuck you.
Well, we might have to wrap up this review pretty quick. It's been nice. It's LaserRot. Like, subscribe. I'm DJ Dr. Chef on Twitter.
We didn't rate the movie quality yet.
Oh, fuck. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. All right, that counts. You said it first. I think that I'm going to throw in a different rating option here, which is golf rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the lower the score, the better.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna have to give it a par.
You give it a par?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a par on it.
A par?
He didn't make all the shots.
You know,
which I appreciate.
I was probably gonna give it a birdie, but I could see the argument for the par. But it's not on Lee. It's on his not too great
Goddamn
crowd.
Idiot. We put on exciting fucking camera angles. That's what fucked us. Fucking wind as fuck. All right, well, I think we're signing off. Our battery pack's dying. It's 10:49, and we got a lot of drinking ahead of us.
It's true.
And birthday parties to attend to when we're hungover the next day.
But here's to Lee. Here's to Lee, and here's to the greed.
And here to Buddies on said. Peace out. Thanks for joining us.